Picture, if you will, a moonlit night in the Carpathian Mountains. Mist clings to ancient stone walls, and in the distance, wolves howl their mournful song. This is Transylvania, a land steeped in mystery and blood-soaked legend. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Winters, and welcome to Dracula's Roots, where we unearth the dark soil from which Bram Stoker's immortal creation sprang. Today, we delve into the life of a man whose very name once struck terror into the hearts of his enemies, Vlad Dracula, better known to history as Vlad the Impaler. Imagine yourself in 15th century Wallachia. The air is thick with wood smoke and the ever-present scent of fear. In the flickering light of torches, a figure emerges, tall, with piercing eyes and a cruel twist to his lips. This is Vlad, a prince whose rule would be marked by unimaginable brutality and a thirst for power as insatiable as any vampire's hunger for blood. Born into a world of political intrigue and constant warfare, young Vlad learned early that survival often meant embracing cruelty. As a child, he was held hostage by the Ottoman Empire, a pawn in their games of conquest. Can you picture this boy, torn from his home, forced to navigate a foreign court where a single misstep could mean death? It was here, in the opulent but treacherous halls of the Sultan's palace, that Vlad honed the ruthlessness that would become his trademark. When Vlad finally claimed his father's throne, he did so with a vengeance that would echo through centuries. Imagine a forest, not of trees but of stakes, each one bearing aloft the writhing form of Vlad's enemies. The stench of death hangs heavy in the air, mingling with the cries of the dying and the cawing of feasting crows. This is how Vlad sent a message, one written in agony and blood. It's a brutality that might remind us of modern-day despots, using fear as a tool of control. Yet, like many controversial leaders throughout history, Vlad's legacy is complex. To his people, he was a protector, a dark guardian who kept the Ottoman wolves at bay. Picture a humble Wallachian village, thatched roofs, muddy streets, the constant fear of invasion hanging over all. Now see Vlad riding through, his mere presence a promise of security bought at a terrible price. As we walk the worn stone steps of Poenari Castle, Vlad's remote mountain stronghold, we can almost hear the echoes of his tumultuous reign. The wind whistles through arrow slits, carrying with it whispers of long-ago battles and dark deeds done in the name of power. It was this complex, terrifying figure that captured Bram Stoker's imagination centuries later. The Irish author, poring over accounts of Vlad's life in a quiet London library, must have felt a shiver run down his spine as he realized he had found the perfect inspiration for his count. But how much of the historical Vlad truly made it into Stoker's vampire? Let's separate myth from fact. Myth: Dracula was a vampire in real life. Fact: while Vlad was bloodthirsty, he was very much mortal. The vampire legend was Stoker's invention, drawing on various folkloric traditions. Myth: Vlad drank the blood of his enemies. Fact: while he was known for his cruelty, there is no historical evidence of blood drinking. This aspect was likely added for literary effect. As the sun sets behind the Carpathian peaks, casting long shadows across the land, we're left to ponder the thin line between man and monster, between protector and predator. Vlad Dracula, the historical figure, was in many ways more terrifying than any vampire. His legacy of blood and fear would spawn a literary creation that continues to haunt our dreams to this day. From Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula to more recent adaptations like Netflix's Dracula series, the influence of both Vlad and Stoker's Count continues to shape our cultural landscape. But what is it about this blend of historical cruelty and supernatural horror that so captivates us? We invite you, our listeners, to ponder this question. How do you think Vlad's real-life actions compare to the fictional Draculas? Share your thoughts on our social media pages using the hashtag #DraculasRoots. Join us next time as we delve into the Gothic foundations that helped shape Stoker's masterpiece. We'll explore the dark, candlelit world of Gothic literature that paved the way for the Count's literary birth. What shadows lurked in the corners of Anne Radcliffe's imagination? How did Matthew Lewis's transgressive tales influence Stoker's work? Until then, keep a clove of garlic handy and don't invite any strangers into your home after dark. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Winters, and this has been Dracula's Roots.